a very good friend came over and cut down 7 rather large trees for me, and then left. Maybe I should rephrase. So a pretty good friend came over and cut down 7 large trees for me and left. But I'm cleaning up and I'm like, you know, man, I have never taken a piece of a tree and turned it into a piece of wood. I think I'm going to do that right now. I'm going to use something dry. What's cut down is obviously wet. And maybe that piece. I don't know what I'm doing. It's got a fairly flat side, which is kind of what I'm going for right now. And it's very dirty, so I'm going to brush that off. I don't know how to do this. This isn't a normal thing people do, from firewood at least. When you mill it, you usually cut long slabs of it. But I'm going to give this a shot. This is just a spinning blade. It's called a joiner. And it's going to take a small shaving off the bottom. Let's see. This whole area is flat now. You see this? Yeah, you can. This is all flat and it's actually smooth. This is now one face of a piece of real wood. Well, it's always been real wood, I guess. Look at that. So pretty. All right, now that I have a flat side, it's like call it a safe side if you want to. It's not a real term, I made it up. And now it will ride nice and flat and safe on my bandsaw. That was kind of terrible. It's pretty crooked. I wasn't trying to go for flat, but you know what? It's not bad. It's okay. Let's go back to the joiner. So this is the original flat edge, and then this is my new not like this edge. So I'm going to take this edge and make it perfectly flat, and I'm going to make it square to this. Square meaning perfect 90 degrees. It looks close, but it's not. And by putting the good edge up against the fence and riding against the fence and not against the bottom, I'll get the wobble out of this board. So this is the original side that we did on the planer, and then I cut this on the bandsaw and then took it back to the planer, and now this side and this side are perfectly square to one another. So I'm going to put this side on the table and this side against the fence, and then the saw will cut a perfectly square side to those other two. The top is not square yet. So now we have this many, perfectly square sides to each other. This is not. This actually has a wave in it. You see the wave? not too well. But these three are perfect. Even though there's this stuff on this side, everything that is touching this plane of existence is perfectly flat. And now I'm using a voiceover. I mean a planer. A planer is a lot like the jointer, except the spinning blade of death is above the work and not below it. And you're passing it through and it's grabbing it and it's pulling it through and it's shaving the top of that piece of wood off. So the reference surface is on the bottom that rides on that metal table, and it's shaving layers off the top until the top is perfectly parallel with the bottom. Just gonna clean up the ends. Starting to look like actual usable wood. I can tell you it's pretty wet. Feels pretty damp. All of this coloring in here is obviously water damage and rotting, but people pay extra. It's called spalted. And if you notice, these two pieces used to be together like this. Yeah, look. So if I flip this open, I actually book matched them. They're not the same thickness. That's my fault. So the pattern is a mirror down the middle. Hope you can see that. Let's see if we can find another one. Another pattern. Any of these look the same? Yeah, they do. Here we go. These two. It's almost the same exact pattern. So this piece and this piece went through the saw like this. And this face and this face lived exactly 1/8 inch away from each other before. So 1/8 inch of wood was taken away from the middle of these two pieces, and you can do what is called book matching. And on nicer pieces of wood, this looks really cool. But this was a piece of firewood, and now it is legitimate lumber to be used for a project. I have the perfect project. I'll see you next time.